Oh, you what? Oh, look out, look out, look out, look out, look out. Oh, my. Oh, you think you got that one? It's May 18th, 2020. Hello, the world. This is Foxhole Live.
When you're feeling heavy and your tank is empty, your problem's exponential and you're feeling unessential, don't hesitate, collaborate. Foxhole Live. Joining us tonight live from right here in Chicago, Illinois, musician Xoe Wise.
Woo!
From Chicago, theater enthusiast Hugo de Loutherburgh. Folk and bluegrass band live from Pittsburgh, PA, Buffalo Roses in the house.
Woo!
And coming at you from Branson, Missouri, Dean and Stephi Z. From Chicago, Illinois, actor and musician Shaun Whitley. And for added live suspense, our first ever surprised guest. And now, live from Foxhole Studios in Chicago, Illinois, please welcome your host, Tim Frank.
Hey!
Foxhole Live.
Give it up for our house band, the Unessentials.
Yes.
We have a great show for you tonight. Be sure to join our conversation in the chat feed. Say hello, comment on the show, ask us any little thing your big heart desires, and we may just answer it for you right here on the air.
Woo!
Now, let's get this Monday party started and bring in our first musical guest. Please welcome singer-songwriter Xoe Wise. Xoe! Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Tim?
Heck yeah, I'm doing all right. What are you playing for us tonight?
I'm going to start off with a song called Lost.
Ooh, all right.
Out on a trail on a Sunday afternoon. Where were we going? Getting closer to the moon. Champagne and waterfalls, and you asking all the ways. If things stay like this, what should I do? What should you do? Ooh. In the summer. Cause I'm always trying to get lost. Always in my head about the cost. Oh, now baby, you can be the boss. I wanna get lost. Lay in the warm air. It's just what we need to do. Breathe in your skin like air. I wanna fly for miles. Will you come with me, my lady? If things change like this, what will I do? What will you do? Ooh. Ooh.
Wow. So good, so good.
So soothing.
Zoe, wow, that's so amazing. I've always been a big fan of your music. So, and tell me, so your style kind of ranges a little bit from rock to folk to electronic, and your third album, Linear Eclipse, drives into more of the folk repertoire. Can you tell us a bit about that album? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a completely metal album. I mean, folk. And I think I've always been I'm a curious person. I'm an explorer, and I do that in life, but I think it's really shown up in my music. And growing up and growing into the artist I want to be, I think I'm just always trying to learn all these things. And I think part of growing up, too, is learning how to organize that. So I was in a place, I was in school, and Linear Eclipse speaks to the idea that we do things out of order in life, and that's okay. So I was in school at this interesting age for that, and I was learning how to zoom in and zoom out and tell stories better, and just kind of only had time to really access my acoustic guitar, and so it turned into a record where I'm trying to tell stories better. I don't know if I do it to quite the degree I want to, but I'm getting, closer, so yeah.
Yeah, no, it's so good. I've always been a fan. How long have you been playing?
I started
actually performing, yeah.
Yeah, I started playing triangle in a Zydeco band when I was 8.
Really?
Yes.
It's all keys. I played the triangle. If you ever.
Do you still study that?
Yeah, it's mostly most of my days.
So listen, your music has been seen and heard on TV shows on Netflix, Sense8, and Showtime, The Work in Progress. How do you go about landing some of these licensing deals or whatnot?
Yeah, my exploring landed me in some cool places right when I entered Chicago at 19. I met Ethan Stoller, who I started working on a record with, and he had history with the Wachowskis, sort of like family to me now.
Yeah.
I started working at their post-production facility while I was working on a record with Ethan, and eventually Sense8 started, and I was in the music department. We were storyboarding songs, which was one of the coolest experiences ever. And then Lily Wachowski's Work in Progress came out, and Abby and Tim and Lily did that, and it's just so cool to be part of shows too that have vulnerability leading to connectivity was definitely a thing. So yeah.
Very cool. And then when you say storyboarding a song, what's your process? All right, what's sort of step one in writing a song?
So in that process, it was definitely oh, Zoe, you could really tell stories a little better. And I was with a director. So directors are telling stories, and I was really, my lyrics were in my face on how little sense they made sometimes. So I was able to be oh, this goes here. Where is the audience meeting you in a story you're telling? And I don't know if I cared as much as I should have until learning from people who are better at that than me.
Yeah, super cool. And what's next? What's next for Xoe Wise?
Well, a feature film with it'll be on all the movie theaters, and it'll feature every genre of music.
Wow.
Awesome.
But no, I'm just kidding. No.
That is an
It's gonna be a
undertaking.
long movie. I don't know. Yeah, no, cool.
No, I've got a full length coming out, and I'm doing some music initiatives and outreach. So, but my record will be out in a month called Linear Eclipse, so that'll be happening.
Great. Well, thank you so much. Check her out, XoeWiseMusic.com. Thank you so much for being on tonight. We'll see you again. Well, thanks so much for spending your Monday night with us as we do our best to keep creative hope alive. Media is essential, and it's our goal deep down at the Foxhole to give artists and interesting people from all around the world a platform to share with us and the rest of the world during these interesting times. Foxhole Live is made possible by support for our viewers. So if you like what we're doing and you want to support our efforts, please take a second to donate to the show via the donation button at thefoxhole.com/live. If you're watching on Facebook, the link should be popping up in the feed right now as well. All proceeds from Foxhole Live go to support the artists, special guests, and crew that help make this show possible. Any amount is helpful. And now, I think it's time to make a drink together. And this week, we've got something special planned for you. We're coming to you live from the Foxhole backyard. Please welcome Joe Goldammer and Dave Langley with this week's Golden Hour.
Joe.
Golden Hour.
Joe!
Hey.
Oh, no!
Joe, you're
great.
sideways. You're sideways.
You must have been drinking
God.
already.
Sideways.
Joe!
Can't take you anywhere, Joe.
I love it when he goes sideways, though.
There he is.
There you go.
That means we're in for a good night.
Oh, yeah.
What's happening, buddy?
Well, welcome back to the Golden Hour, where it's that time of evening where everybody looks good and it's time to start drinking.
Welcome back. Oh, but?
I was
What?
saying, but we're going to kind of shy away from our fancy schmancy shaken cocktails and simply enjoy a delicious, liney summer shanty.
Ooh.
Yes.
That kind of sounds like it might hit the spot right now. And
Oh,
I got to
yes.
tell you,
And,
that's really the perfect thing to have because I've been so excited to show off the Foxhole backyard here in all of its glory.
That is
really,
It looks nice out there, Dave.
You look
it's
golden.
not cold. It's beautiful. We got a fire going.
Yeah, you can smell it.
No
from in
better
here.
time. I really could use a summer shandy right now, and I want you to unlock the secrets of the relationship between the can and the glass here.
Well, in your average beer, there's about 2 to 2.5 volumes of dissolved carbon dioxide that lives inside there.
Oh,
and so what you're going to want to do is release that.
I know that sound.
Oh yeah. You're going to give your glass a nice little 45-degree angle pour, and
Okay.
we're just going to keep right in there. Now,
whole
a little bit
can?
of head is good. Head
Sure,
is-
I like a little bit of foam.
Oh yeah, that is your friend because you don't want that sitting in your belly, taking up room where all those delicious hot dogs and hamburgers are gonna go. Am I right?
Ooh, and I watched those bubbles come up. That's one of my favorite sights in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Joe,
I mean, it did all the work for me. I don't have to do anything.
it's pretty complex, man. Did you learn that in bartending school? Like, was that
No.
on your final exam at Harvard University?
It was, and it was a tough bar to set.
Okay, Dokie.
That's
Man, I cannot wait to take a sip of this, honestly. So I got to thank you, Joe. I don't know what you're going to come up with next week, but I'm really excited for it because it's really the best part of my part of the show. I get to drink with you. That's my favorite thing. Can we have a cheers?
Absolutely.
I don't know where you are, but I want to cheers you.
Yeah,
Go
you
that
did
way?
it. That's
Go
right.
that way?
No,
Oh, I'll go back that way.
nailed it.
That's it.
Thank you so much, Joe. See you next
Enjoy.
week, buddy.
Joe. Golden Hour. Yeah.
Thanks
that
so
fire?
much, Dave and Joe. I hope you're enjoying the fire out there. It looks nice and toasty, and I think I'll have myself a summer shandy as well.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great idea, Tim.
From the can.
And now
Couldn't have said
let's
it better
take a
myself.
chat on the chat feed. Let's take a chat on the chat feed.
Let's do it.
And see what's going on out there. We've got Marisol Hernandez says hello. Hi, how are you? Let's see, what else we got?
So I got one. So Penny says hi from Ottawa, Ontario,
She sure
Canada.
does.
Not to be confused with any other Ottawa, Ontario.
There's like an Ottawa, Ohio or something.
Ottawa, Illinois.
That's
Okay,
the
but
one.
there's no other Ottawa, Ontario.
Well,
Ohio.
she's being specific, and I love her for
we,
that.
No, we appreciate that.
And we have a lot of newcomers here. We have hi from Sydney, Australia.
Good day.
Oh, hey,
That's
hey.
amazing. Carol Charles Abella from Sydney, Australia. Good day, mate.
Good day to you.
Meg says on Twitch, can't wait, bring on the talent and comedy from Dave.
Dave.
Dave's got a Twitch fan.
You got a Twitch fan.
My sister's name is Megan, but there's no way she's on Twitch, so I got a new fan.
Yes.
That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Amazing.
Well, very good. Keep the chats coming, guys. You know, say hello, ask us anything you'd like, and we'll answer it right here. And now, I think it's time for our next guest.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago, we caught up with a dear friend of ours, and we wanted to check back in with him again, and in return, he sent us a batch of baked goods.
Oh.
It's local philanthropist and thespian file, Hugo de Loutherburgh. Hugo, are you there?
I'll destroy you! I will destroy you! Timothy!
Hugo.
Timothy!
Yes.
Timothy!
Hugo.
Is that you?
Yes.
You were playing Red Dead Redemption.
No. It's me, Hugo. It's just Tim. That's fine. How are you? Are you doing all right?
Timothy, my God, you gorgeous mongrel. Are you enjoying my vegan apple bran muffins?
I am. They were great. We all ate them just before this. As delicious as you are, Hugo. You staying
you're
busy?
Well, I'm staying productive, Timothy.
Okay.
I'm refilling all of my fountain pens, deep cleaning my Le Creuset pots and pans. You know, I'm still missing the theater, though.
You know, we thought you would say that, Hugo, and I'm wondering if you wouldn't mind playing a little theater game with us tonight.
I'm I'm sorry, is this a Thursday night at Sidetracks in Wrigleyville?
It is not. It's a Monday at Foxhole Live. And Hugo, I've got 3 cards here, okay? Each with a Chicago actor on them. There's actually nothing on these cards, but I've got it right here. So if you guess all 3 correctly, there will be a special guest appearance at the end. Are you ready for this?
Well, call me Evan Hansen and break my arm. Let's do this, Timothy.
Okay, actor number 1. I acted in Suddenly last summer at the Raven Theater in 2018.
Who is Wardell Julius Clark?
Holy cow, that is correct and extremely fast. Okay, actor number 2, I'm an ensemble member at the Rivendell Theater, and I recently starred in their production of Scientific Game.
Rivendell.
Who is Ashley Neal? Ashley Neal!
That's correct, and Rivendell Theater, that's
There
correct.
it is. There it is.
Hugo, only one more before our special appearance. Are you ready?
The suspense is killing me, Timothy.
Okay, here it is. I am an actor from Joliet, Illinois, who has performed at Timeline Theater, The Goodman, and most recently the title role in Augie March at Court Theater. Nothing. Got it. Okay, so here you go. You've seen me on the small screen in Chicago PD, Empire, and most notably in Mob Doctor on Fox. I'm a triple threat who has performed in 9-time Tony Award-winning Billy Elliot the Musical in Chicago, Toronto, and on Broadway, Hugo.
Wow.
Oh my God, I am struggling, Timothy. This person has to be a pathetic loser, a complete nobody. Something else, Timothy.
Not exactly. Let me give you some more, I guess. This one's pretty obscure, but in 2007, I was a recurring character on BBC Scotland Daytime's TV hit River City.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Am I Patrick Mulvey?
You are!
Oh my God! Patrick Mulvey!
That's right. And as your prize, Hugo, here is the real deal Patrick Mulvey live on Foxhole.
God!
By the brow of Thespis, Patrick Mulvey. Patrick, you are a tasty actor.
Oh, thank you so much, Hugo. It's nice to meet you, man.
Thank you for your contributions to the theater, but I have to gush. Your portrayal as Liam McNulty in the BBC's River City may be one of the greatest performances a human being has ever given in front of a camera.
The soap opera, you love that. Oh, that's very kind of you, Hugo. I've done a fair amount since the soap opera days. Actually, maybe last year you caught me at a show at Greenhouse. There's a show called Midsummer. Maybe you saw
Yes. It's a fine performance for sure.
Good one.
Thank you.
But Liam McNulty,
Oh, yeah.
Patrick, I've never seen an actor channel rage the way you did in River City.
That's very funny. Again, with the soap opera, Hugo, I really appreciate it.
Really
I did channel a fair amount of rage in the part I played in Billy Elliot. I played his older brother, Tony. A fair amount of rage in that one. You caught that?
Yes. I'm sure you were excellent. To be completely transparent, I'm more of a Billy Joel fan.
Oh, sure.
But River City, Liam McNulty, the poignancy of your betrayal when Charlie falsely accused you of murder. My God, Patrick. My God.
Again with the soap opera, Hugo, I do really appreciate the kind words. I was kind of hoping to shift the focus to theater. Last year, I played Augie in The Adventures of Augie March down at the Court Theater. Maybe
Yes. I bravely witnessed your quizzically removed performance. You'll stay in mind by about 100 minutes, but that's what you get from a soap actor.
There we go. You know what? I'm gonna stop you right there, Hugo, because you're talking a pile of horse shit right now, and I'm kind of fucking done. Yeah.
Yes, there he is, Patrick.
Hey,
Don't
Tim.
you see? Liam
Tim, where the fuck
McNulty
is Tim?
is
Tim, you have me on your show to
set
talk
you
to this
free,
fucking douche
Patrick.
canoe. Are you kidding me?
Patrick, I have always worshipped at the Temple of Thespis.
Bro, but got no idea who the fuck Thespis is, right?
Okay, guys. Cool or jest. We all love Thespis here, okay?
Peacemaker.
Look, I'm sorry, Tim. And Hugo, buddy, I actually am sorry. I wanted to talk about the theater with you, and I miss the theater. We all miss the theater, and I'm worried I'm never gonna get a chance to play my dream roles, right? I mean, come on, I want to get out there. I want to work on Streetcar, True West, fucking Fiddler on the Roof, right?
Fiddler on the Roof?
Yeah, Hugo, Fiddler on the Roof. Sounds crazy, no?
I love Fiddler on the Roof.
Oh.
You do?
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Come on, Patrick.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, look me up and make me a perfect match.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, I'll bring the veil. You bring the groom, slender and pale.
Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be the envy of all I see.
For Papa, make him a scholar.
For Mama, make him rich as a king.
For me, well, I wouldn't holler if he were as handsome as any king.
Everyone!
Matchmaker, matchmaker,
give me a
make me
match. Find me a find, catch me a catch.
Thank you.
In the dark, I'm alone. Oh, find me a match.
Thank you, Hugo de Loutherburgh and River City's Patrick Mulvey for being on the show with us tonight. Looks like we found the perfect match. And now a word from our sponsor. Thanks, guys. What?
I shouldn't like that.
Wildly mediocre.
Well,
Oh, here we go. Practice your short game, X balance for good aim. We'll take it where no one goes.
X Golf, what an innovation.
X Golf, a golfing simulation.
X Golf, take a lesson from pros. X Golf,
Be the star of your show.
X Golf is the industry leader for indoor simulated golf with over 20 locations thriving throughout the U.S. The franchise opportunities with X Golf have never been better. Own the future of golf. Learn more about how you can own your own X Golf franchise at xgolffranchise.com.
Play, train, entertain.
X Golf.
That's right. You guys check out X Golf,
We
super
killed
fun.
Darcy.
The closest one to Chicago is out in Libertyville. There's another one opening soon in Glenview. It's a lot of fun and yeah, golf year round. Check it out. And now, live from literally 2 blocks away, let's give a warm welcome to our next musical guest, actor, musician, and educator, Shaun Whitley.
I love him.
You're so close.
Shaun,
I know.
Man.
how you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you, Tim. I feel like if I just opened my window, I could yell and you could hear me.
It's
be
true.
fun.
You might be our closest person who's ever been on the show that's actually not here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, woohoo!
Yeah, you get
We're responsible.
all right, well, yeah, so what are you playing for us tonight?
I'm playing a little song called All Kinds of Kinds.
All
Here we
right,
go.
here we go.
Ilsa was an acrobat who went and fell in love with that Horatio, the human cannonball. Wedding neath the big top tent with barkers, clowns, and elephants, sideshow family oddities and all. Oh, the dog-faced boy howled out with joy as the tattooed lady was crying. And ever since the beginning, to keep the world spinning, it takes all kinds of kinds. Oh, Thomas was a congressman with closets full of skeletons and dresses that he wore on Friday nights. Phyllis was a pharmacist, a dab of that, a pinch of this, concocted to suppress her appetite. While the children were fiddling, she'd slip them some riddling and wait for Thomasina to arrive. And ever since the beginning, to keep the world spinning, it takes all kinds of kinds. it takes all kinds of kinds. When I play the soul guitar, from children's shows to smoky bars, I take a break and think about the past. When I stood up in geometry and everybody stared at me, and I tossed my test into the trash. I scratched off my number while hitching out under that bush league population sign. And ever since the beginning, to keep the world spinning, it takes all kinds of kinds. Now some point their finger, let ignorance linger. If they'd look in the mirror, they'd find that ever since the beginning, to keep the world spinning, it takes all kinds of kinds. It takes all kinds of kinds. It takes all kinds of kinds.
Beautiful.
Shaun, that was great, man. That was so good.
So warm.
So tell us about you. You've had quite the career portraying various roles in the hit musical $1 Million Quartet, and you were even a part of the original production right here in Chicago. Tell us a little bit about that journey.
Well, sure. I had originally auditioned for the part of Jerry Lee Lewis, which was surprising because I don't play piano quite like that. But it was when I got called in to play Carl Perkins that I was like, I think I can do this. And so they gave me a shot. In fact, I look rather similar now when I got the role. I had long hair and a very big beard, and I was surprised that they found Carl Perkins under all that hair. And I understudied for 2 years. I understudied for Carl and Elvis and for Sam Phillips. And then in 2012, they gave me a chance to do it full time up until the show closed here in Chicago. I did almost 2,000 performances.
Whoa, holy cow.
So, yeah, and I got to do it with old Darcy Wood right there.
You sure did.
Where I met her.
Man,
Small
we had some
world.
good times, didn't we,
She
Shaun?
used to drive me to
Drive you
rehearsals.
crazy. Oh, yes,
Drive
rehearsal.
you crazy. Drive you crazy.
And drive me crazy. Yeah.
Right.
Let's talk actor hacks. I mean, having done that many shows, like, do you have any tricks to keep it fresh? I mean, what did you used to do? I mean,
I don't know if I had any tricks really. Don't get me wrong. It was hard. It was hard to keep that, because not every day did you really feel it,
Right.
You had to remind yourself that the people watching it, they were there for the first time, a lot of them, so they were experiencing the story for the first time, and so that kind of gives you a little more impetus to give them the show. And also with the people around you, like one of the best pieces of advice I think that I've been given as an actor is to be available. Like, and that covers like the whole gamut of being an actor. Is like, be available for opportunities, be available to your agent, by God, and be available to your fellow actors on stage, like emotionally, and be vulnerable and be there for them. And that's what helped me along the whole time.
Absolutely. Darcy was
fun. It was fun.
Darcy was telling me that her trick was whiskey.
That was in private, Tim.
Wow.
We could talk about that later.
You know what, Darcy? You could have just said I was just joking, but now you've confirmed.
That's why I only did it for
so.
2 years and not 6.
We had to say bye-bye.
Yeah.
So now you're also doing something cool that I've noticed with some live streams and such. You're an early childhood music teacher. So tell us a little bit about that. Yeah.
Sure. Well, up until a few months ago, I was going into preschools and doing music for little kids. I mean, starting with like babies up till about 5 years old. And I also started working out of Shuba's Tavern, doing childhood classes there on Saturday morning.
Cool.
So all the parents would bring their kids, and we'd have music class, and then the parents would go into the bar and have brunch.
Perfect.
Like, how could that get any better?
All right.
But now what I'm doing is I'm doing some Facebook Live performances 3 times a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 or 10:30. Sometimes it changes around on my page. Sing Out with Mr. Shaun.
Yeah. What is it again? Where do people go?
It's a Sing Out with Mr. Shaun.
I love that.
Fantastic. And then we've got your website.
At Shaun C. Whitley.
At Shaun C. Whitley. Great. Is there anything about it on your website right below ShaunWhittley.com?
Yes, it'll be information will be there as well as Zoom classes that I've been doing.
Cool.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, Shaun, thank you so much for being on the show with us, man. We appreciate it. That was a beautiful song.
Well, thank you for having me, Tim, and have fun, everybody. I'll see you around.
Yes,
Thank you.
bye, Shawnee.
Bye, Darcy. Bye, everybody.
And now, Barry, let's do a little check-in on the donations tonight. How are we doing? We doing all right?
Yeah, so a big thanks to those of you who have already donated tonight, including Asunta S. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. From Australia, down under. Thanks for that. We got Ron C, Caleb A, Mackenzie LR, and Julia H. Thanks to all of you for your support.
Yes, New York in the house.
Yes, each donation means the world to us, and we really couldn't do it without you. Also, if you're interested in partnering with us, all these jingles, we write those. So if you're interested in partnering with us, please reach out via the contact page at thefoxhole.com or drop an email to info@thefoxhole.com. Thanks, everyone, for your continued support. Back to you, Tim.
Thank you, Barry. And thanks again to all of you. You know who you are, and we love you. And now it is time for musical weather with Dave.
Dave has the weather. It's weather with Dave.
I'm Dave.
Dave.
Where did he go?
Yeah, where's Dave?
Wait.
Oh, my. I don't even know how we did that.
What the hell?
That was pretty cool.
Good evening, everyone. Let's take a look at the map. The clouds are moving fast and the forecast is crap. Is summer coming soon? Well, I can't really say. There is a severe flood warning today. So go get your boats and take a cruise all day. Thanks for listening to my brand new weather song today.
Dave.
Camera two.
Camera, Dave. Other camera.
Back to you, Tim.
That's it. That was something else.
Well,
All right.
there you have it. It's flooding, folks. So let's take a look in on the chat feed, shall we?
Oh my goodness.
People are on fire for the Z's.
They want to see the Z's. We've got a lot of people wanting to see Dean and Steffi. We have Deborah Rogers from Plymouth, the UK, Plymouth, all the way from the United Kingdom, wanting to see the Z's. We have, let's see, Sarah Smock, excited to see Dean and Steph. My
Vivian
computer
Parson.
has froze. What do you
Vivian
got?
Parson, Nicole Conley. Literally, it's like they're banging on our virtual doors.
We have
They're
got
coming,
a hot
y'all.
commodity on our
They're
hands.
coming.
Yes.
We got a hello from Ashley in Elgin, Illinois. Hello, Ashley. Little French says, I love the cat. I think
Oh,
we
yeah,
saw.
Joe. There was an appearance.
Yeah,
Joe's cat had an
Joe's
appearance.
in the
I think it
golden
was
hour.
the cat's butt, though, if I'm not. I'm just
Best part of the cat.
just saying.
All right.
No.
Whatever you're into. Tim, I think you have some chats to respond to. Is that true? No. Oh,
Yeah, sorry. I
You don't
do.
want to talk? All right.
No,
great.
do I? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I do. Oh, I've lost them.
Oh,
that's
good.
okay.
All right.
Well,
Well, they're not here for you anyways. Let's talk about this
Darcy,
next
yeah,
guest.
let's
look at
let's
this
move
one.
on. You know, the people are asking for it. Who is up next, Darcy Wood?
Yes. Well, Tim, we've got a real double whammy for you here tonight. Please show some love for Elvis Presley Enterprises ultimate Elvis tribute artist, Dean Z, an entertainer and dancer and hair and makeup extraordinaire, Steffi Z.
yeah.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey.
Good. How are you guys doing?
Wow, you guys all look and sound beautiful, by the way. We've been watching the whole show. It's amazing.
You
Thanks
guys
my
for
look
having
way
gosh.
better.
We paid them to tell you guys that.
Well, I needed
Hey,
it,
Tommy.
so that's good.
Well, you guys, without further ado, please tell us what you were going to perform for us tonight.
Oh, goodness. Well, there's so many, as you know, Darce, there's so many great Elvis songs that we get to sing in the shows, but I thought we would do a unique, cool acoustic version of I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. This is Steffi Z. He's going to knock this thing out of the park. I hope you guys like it.
I hope everyone has their tissues.
I'm going to cry.
Yes.
Wise men say only fools how far I can falling in love with you.
Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can help falling in love with you?
Like a river flows, surely to the sea. Darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be.
Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you, for I can't help falling in love with you.
I'm like literally tearing up, and I've heard that song 7,000 times.
You sound like that on stage.
7,000.
Well, that was actually my next question. Like, you gotta tell us, like, how many times do you think you've performed that song?
Well, in that style, that was the first time we've
That
ever
is
done
true.
it that way.
And
We
that-
saved that for the Foxhole Live for you guys.
Awesome.
That was
But
amazing.
of course, Elvis. We've been doing shows. I've been doing shows since I was 3 years old, so I've been singing that song for my whole life. But
Yep.
never like that. So you're welcome, America.
Oh my gosh, and I'm sure they appreciated it. It was beautiful. I loved it.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
So yeah, that kind of leads me to my next question, Dean, for you. You've been in this sort of niche market, which is the Elvis tribute world, for what seems like, I'm sure, a lifetime if you've been doing it since you were 3. But can you tell us a little bit about how your life changed once you won the 2013 title of Ultimate Elvis Tribute Artist? And I guess sort of what that means for people who don't understand that this is a thing.
Yeah, no, I mean, like anything, like bowling, there's a championship for anything, So of course, but for the Elvis world, I mean, I'm a huge Elvis fan first and foremost. I've been a fan since I was 3 years old, and I've always just idolized Elvis, and I've had a full career ever since I was a little kid. Ever since leaving high school, I've never really had a real job. I've been singing my whole life and performing as Elvis Presley and making people happy around the world doing that. And it's been a beautiful blessing, but it really changed for me extra. I was already performing with Legends in Concert, which is the world's leading tribute show in Las Vegas, and they have shows all over the world. But I was already doing that, and then I won the Ultimate, which is Elvis Presley Enterprises. That's like Graceland and Elvis Presley Enterprises. They have one contest per year, and that contest is the title. You kind of win like the championship of the world. It's
You
like
literally
Miss
get
America.
a belt. You get a belt.
Really?
You get a belt.
like in wrestling.
It is the heavyweight championship of the Elvis world. Yes.
Actually, you do get a belt. Funny enough, you do get a belt.
It's amazing.
I got a gold belt. And so they picked me for 2013, and that kind of like busted open the door for me to be able to, travel the world even more. And now I have this official title. I'm an ambassador to the Elvis Presley estate, and also a co-creator on some of their projects. So I've I have to pinch myself all the time because I mean I can't believe that Elvis Presley Enterprises even knows that I exist,
Right.
let alone lets me partner with them on stuff. So it's pretty cool. For an Elvis fan, it's the dream, you know.
You're like the Elvis of Elvis.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying. There's a big blue suede shoes to fill.
Which they might not recognize you anymore because you're kind of got that silver fox look
Yeah,
going
man.
on.
That's working for you.
Silver fox.
That's-
I
that-
dig it.
do too. I'm not. Can I say that?
It's quarantine chic is what I'm calling it right now. Quarantine chic.
It's amazing.
It's working.
Well, let's switch gears a little bit and let's talk to your beautiful counterpart there, Miss Stephi Z.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So Steph, not only do you sing and dance and have been doing that for many, many years, but you also work on the other side of the table, doing hair and makeup for all walks of life. So can you tell us a little bit more about how you got into that?
Yeah, sure. So yes, I've been in the entertainment industry for 22 years.
My
I'm
God.
35. So like most of my life, I started as a kid. And in many capacities, entertainment and makeup go hand in hand. However, I was never really interested in diving in until I started working at Legends in Concert. Day in and day out, you literally see people transform from themselves into an entirely different human being.
Right.
I would watch Dean go from himself to Elvis. I shared a dressing room with my friend Stacey Witten Summers, if you're watching. Hi. She's a legend in her own right. Marilyn Monroe, Pat Benatar, Shania Twain, Katy Perry, Martina McBride, like whoever else, the phone book. She would change her face, and I was just so intrigued by the artistry of that and how it's done. So fast forward, we are living in Vegas, and I decide like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this thing. So I went out to LA and I attended school so I could get my professional certification. I learned traditional makeup and makeup theory and airbrush hairstyling. And through that company, I was able to work, which was a cool experience, backstage at the Latin Grammys in Vegas. So it was interesting because normally I would be the one dancing, but I was making up the dancers. So that was really my first time having this sort of flip.
Yeah,
but
behind the table.
Since then, I've done some really cool events, some beautiful weddings. I've met some really great people. So after a few years in the industry, working as a professional, I was kind of thinking like what's next? How could I make more of an impact with this? And I know it sounds cheesy, but I was meditating one day, and what came to me was the idea of merging two of my passions together. I'd been on a spiritual journey trying to find myself and having the confidence to embrace my authenticity and just really love myself. That paired with the knowledge that I have in the makeup industry, I was like, you know what, let's blend these two together, because as a new mom, I am fully aware concealer, mascara, lip gloss can do a whole lot for you. But what's going on in the inside, if you're hurting in here, there's only so far that products can take you. So I felt like it was really important to blend those two things together in this beautiful marriage, and out popped my online courses. And that was, what was that, a couple of years ago? Yeah, and so we've just kind of been working on that.
You guys have just been the ultimate power couple, honestly. I feel like ever since you got together and on your own, as well, but you're such an inspiration to a lot of us and a lot of viewers who are watching here. Yes, you guys are making it all work with the 7-month-old, folks, mind you, with the 7-month-old, they are still doing their thing.
Baby and the whole white.
Yes.
She has many a theme song as well.
She does. We were just singing to her before we went live with you guys.
Oh my God. Can you sing the theme song just like really quick? He's
the cutest baby in the whole wide world. Emily Joe, don't you know? Emily Joe, don't you know?
That was not planned. That's so good.
I love it. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Oh my goodness.
No, thank you guys for having us.
Thank you for having us.
We're just so happy there's an amazing outlet like what you guys are doing for artists and for musicians and actors right now. Thank you for for the outlet to still entertain people all around the world. That's what you guys are doing. So
oh gosh,
keep it up.
you know, we're
Amazing work.
doing the Lord's work over here. But,
Yes, you are.
But world,
Amen, baby.
if you
Amen.
want to snag Dean's latest album, The Nashville Sessions, or catch one of Steffi's virtual dance classes, check out the respective links below.
They've got great Instagram content.
Yes, they
Check
sure
it
do.
out.
Thank you.
And
Thank you,
also be sure to set your Facebook notifications to partake in some of their live quarantine living room sessions, which that link is also below. But thank you so much again, you guys, for being on Foxhole Live. We love you.
No, thank you guys. See y'all.
That was so awesome.
I
sure
love
hope,
all of that.
I want to see them live. I mean, I hope we get to.
Yeah,
it's
well,
worth,
we,
it's worth
I was
checking
supposed
out.
to be doing a lot of gigs with them, actually.
I know.
but
It all
that got a little.
I think he's more
It'll come
handsome
back
than
around,
the-
but they're great
Yeah.
to watch.
Have
Check
you
it out.
noticed? So,
He's more handsome than the real Elvis, though. I'm not crazy.
Oh,
you're
100%.
well, speaking of what he looks like, have you guys ever noticed? I was just noticing this, but like Patrick and Dean kind of look similar, and I was thinking that Patrick Mulvey could be a tribute artist of Dean Z.
There you go.
Wow. And that is quite the niche.
That's
So
That's
Patrick,
so meta.
if
He's
you're
got
looking for a career
insanely
change,
Good fans.
Yeah.
you could be
He could corner
a
the
Dean
market.
Z
Dean Z's
tribute artist.
Yeah. Let's
who-
connect
who-
those
who
two.
tributes-
Okay. All right.
Going deep
Moving
in
on.
the Elvis hole.
So listen, thanks again, for taking the time. If you have contributed tonight, and if you haven't, we would appreciate it if you would, and it's okay if you can't. We understand. Any little bit helps. Stop by thefoxhole.com/live. We appreciate it.
Yes.
Thanks so much. Now, last but not least, for our final in-person, not so in-person live guest.
I'm excited for
pulling
this
the
one.
anchor of tonight's closing musical guest. Please welcome Shane, Lucy, Rosanna, Jason, Malcolm, and Bryce of the Pittsburgh-based folk band Buffalo Rolls.
Buffalo Rose.
Hello. Are you guys there? Hey. There you are.
You got like a whole band.
I'm good, except for I couldn't say Pittsburgh tonight for
Or
some reason.
Rose. You said
or
Rolls.
most things.
Rose.
We got Elvis on the brain
You
over
got me
here.
all, So wait a minute, you guys are all together. This is amazing. We're going to talk more about this in a second, but tell us about the song you're playing for us.
This is the lead single off of our new EP that's going to be dropping on May 29th, very, very soon. It's called Borrowed in Blue, live around one microphone.
So it's not just
Well,
a
cool.
clever name.
And we recorded it like that, so you're going to get a taste of what that EP is like.
Hit it.
Can someone silence it?
Oh, yeah.
It's that one. Yep. Thank you.
over the border.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Holy cow, that is so good.
God, I want to be you guys.
That was so
I want to be
money.
you.
I wish you
I'm
could
freaking
see.
out over here.
Yeah, I wish you could see everybody in the studio during
That's
that.
all-
we're all
that's-
sweating.
That's one mic. Like there's no mixing.
No,
right?
your
Like,
guys' blend is like
insane.
stupid good.
And everything's cutting through. You can hear the bass, you can hear the guitars, the slide guitar, everything, the harmonies. Wow. That's
Yeah,
so
a few
good.
months ago we practiced that a bunch.
Yeah.
It's been a little while though.
Yeah.
So now listen, you guys kind of came from different musical backgrounds, even like punk and rock. And so how did you meet together, and how did this all come to be?
It was Shane's idea.
It was his fault. He did it.
It was Shane's idea.
He's the culprit.
So how did you
Don't be
find
bashful.
everybody? Yeah.
It was through a combination. I can't take credit for finding everyone, but
Okay.
I guess I met Mac and Lucy through a festival that their rock band was running. That my funk band at the time, we all had our college funk band.
We all had our.
Hey, some of us still do, pal.
That was our bass player, of course.
And I wish I still had it. But anyways, yeah. So I met them at that festival, and then just met. We met other people through various shows and stuff.
Jason here plays at every gig around town, so we call him Mr. Gig.
Bryce was the only person we knew with a mandolin.
That worked out.
That's actually not too. Bryce was brought in on a show, a really early show, probably our third or fourth show ever, where I was out on visiting my mom in Colorado, and they were like, "Hey, can we keep him?" And I was like, "Hey, does that mean having my work?" Yes, absolutely.
That's so cool. Now, so this is kind of a special moment too, because at first it was just going to be the three of them that were quarantined together on the show, and then when we did sound check today, we realized it was all of them because, I don't know if you knew this, I did not, but Pittsburgh just gave the kind of yellow light as they're slowly opening, right? Is that kind of how this came to be?
Yeah, I mean, people, it's still pretty conservative around here, and I think that the yellow decision was a part of what we were doing, or why we came to this conclusion, but it's not kind of the whole reason. I mean, caution is still urgent.
Yeah, this is
Right.
the first time we've been in a room together in like 2 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we've definitely made some adjustments to all six of ours lifestyle in order to make that happen.
But we're really happy to be together.
we're really
guys.
happy to be here.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So
I
now
hope
tell
so,
me.
because now you're stuck together.
Exactly. Now we really better like each other.
Yeah, you have to
Who
stay
gave
in
Dave
that
a
room
mic?
for the next 3 months. No. So tell us about Buffalo Rose, the name. How did you come up with Buffalo Rose? I'm curious. Shane. It's all Shane's fault.
This is not my.
So we were sitting on a couch. It all started on a couch.
I mean, I guess it's kind of my fault. I suggested a game, a word association game, because we had a gig the next day and we didn't have a name
We
yet.
didn't have a name yet.
Classic.
I'm sure you've heard that story before. We
Yep.
needed a name.
Been there.
So I just suggested a word association game where we all talked about some words that meant some emotional things to us.
That's smart, actually.
Yeah.
That's kind of genius.
I
Yeah.
don't know where Buffalo came from.
Yeah, and
I think
then
we
If
just
you
wanted
had the
something
emotional
folky.
connection to
Buffalo,
the
we pulled out of thin air.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, it's a beautiful name. We're big fans of the band. You guys are awesome. And you have a new EP about to drop on the 29th of May, I believe. What's it called, and where can people find it?
It's called Borrowed in Blue, live around one microphone.
So you did the whole
You can
thing
buy it on
around.
Spotify, iTunes, everywhere, Amazon, all the things. It's only going to be available digitally. You can buy it off of our website as well. And if you find us at shows, we will be selling hard copies of CDs if you want them.
Is that the microphone?
Yes,
from
is
the
this
album?
the microphone?
This is not the microphone.
Oh.
Ah,
This
shit.
is a USB blue microphone, which
Not
has
the
done great
microphone.
work for us.
Yeah, these are great.
These are great.
They work well.
The microphone we used
Stop
costs
saying
at
that.
least 20 times what this cost.
Fair enough. Well, it's so good. It's so cool what you guys are doing, especially from around one microphone. It's so sort of like simple and so involved at the same time, and it's really beautiful, and we're big fans.
Thank you guys. Thanks for having us.
Bigly.
So you guys check them out, buffalorosemusic.com. Thank you so much for being on the show. We'll see you soon.
Woo! Yes!
I'm obsessed.
And now, for a breath of fresh air and just a dose of feels, we bring you some good vibrations.
Good vibrations. I love that xylophone. You guys, good vibrations. So amid all the global pandemic things that are happening, while humans are shelter in place, animals all over the world have been taking over the streets, public spaces, and you guys, even some private swimming pools.
I'm so excited about this.
Tiska Chopra from India took this Instagram a few weeks ago to share a video of some monkeys who were having a pool party in her apartment complex in Mumbai. So, Zach, please roll the clip.
Roll that beautiful monkey clip. I love monkeys. There he goes. Oh.
What? Are you kidding me? They just took this pool over?
Dude, he's like an Olympic swimmer.
Better swimmer
I wonder if they got an orangutan.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's actually...
He found his
That's
friend.
pretty good. He's got a little friend.
Look, one more time. Play
Wait,
that clip.
let's go slower.
Thanks for the sound effect.
I'm obsessed. Obsessed with this video.
That's hilarious.
Monkeys.
So good. It says here, let's see, note and script, riff on monkeys, don't make it sexual.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that wasn't to be read,
No,
actually.
yeah,
Oh.
but way to not make it sexual.
How can you not?
Well done, Tim.
Yeah.
You guys, after that awkward joke, it is now time for the Juliet Journal.
Juliet, Juliet, hey, what do you know? Juliet, Juliet, welcome her to the show. Delivering the news, keeping us on our toes. It's the Juliet Journal.
Juliet can't join us live this week because she has a very important board meeting that she must attend. However, she wanted to share a little taste of what life is like down on the farm in Menard, Texas, and sent us a little video clip. Hit it, Zach.
Here we go. Oh.
Hi, this is the girl I'm doing right now and milking. Her name's Felicity. We have a lot of baby goats right now. All the mamas already had their babies. I'm going to take a bite out of this carrot. I love carrots. Hi, everyone. Hi, Tim. So, the goats that we had, one of them are called Tim. Here's Tim.
That's Tim?
Yeah. And he's very cute.
I knew it.
Oh my God, that is the goat.
It's Juliet Johansson.
Right there.
You're my cats. I got cats. I got goats. I got big goats.
We top the monkeys.
I got a lot of animals. I love being on Juliet Journal. Bye, Tim.
Pretty good.
Wow.
Yes.
She'll be back with us next week on the Juliet Journal.
That was the Juliet Journal.
And that is that. Thanks so much for spending your Monday evening with us. We've got a special show planned for you next week with special guests Waylon Payne, Angela Lavelle, Emily Mame Ford, and much, much more.
Woo!
Special thanks to our amazing production team, Natalie Gottinger, Tony Schiavone, Haley Blomquist, Zach Lentino, Jon Weber, Teagan Fitzpatrick, and Sarah Johansson. I'm Tim Frank, reminding you to keep creating, be kind to each other. And in the words of this familiar yet unknown author, fools take a knife and stab people in the back. The wise take a knife, cut the cord, and set themselves free from the fools.
Oh,
Good night, the world.
God.
We'll see you next time on Foxhole Live. Look at this drum right behind
You
me.
gonna join us, Tim?
That's convenient.
Oh boy.
Let's see if I know how to play it.
Oh, there we go. All I wanna do when I wake up in the morning is see your eyes. Rosanna, Rosanna. Never thought that a girl like you can make me feel so bad. Rosanna.
quite a year since she went away. Rosanna, yeah. Now she's gone and I have to say, meet you all the way. Meet you all the way. Rosanna, yeah. Meet you all the way. Meet you all the way. Rosanna, yeah. I can see his face still shining through the window on the other side. Rosanna, Rosanna.
Didn't know that a girl like you can make me feel so sad. Rosanna.
All I want to take is a night you never ever had to compromise. Rosanna, Rosanna. I never thought that losing you could never hurt so bad.
Not quite a year since she went away.
Rosanna, yeah.
Now she's here and I have to say,
Where is she?
meet you all the way.
Meet you all the way.
Bananas.
Rosanna, yeah. Meet you all the way. Meet you all the way.